Welcome to Coding Adventures.
Hi! If you are one of the many professionals who is thinking of going to China to work as a teacher, then the information that I will be sharing here might help you. This will save you time and will prevent you from the same ordeal that I went through while working on my papers. In my case, the worst thing that I've ever experienced so far while I was processing my papers was to travel for several times going to the Chinese embassy for not having a complete requirement. The information that I'm about to share are based on my experiences only. And the reason why I am sharing it here is to help others, especially for those who do not have any idea about the process. When I was just starting everything, I searched online about the process, but I only found bits and pieces. The Chinese embassy website stated general information only, and there are no specific information about teaching documents that they need for work visa application. If you want to start your application, then of course the first thing that you need to do is to find an employer or a school in China. There are a lot of platforms available where you can find teaching positions, such as Facebook, Google, or WeChat. WeChat is actually the famous social platform that the agents use to advertise the teaching positions that they need in China. So do download this app if you don't have yet. The requirements commonly asked by the agents for you to submit are the electronic copies of your resume, bachelor's degree, transcript of records, and 1 to 2 minute self-introduction video telling about yourself, and everything. Now, assuming that you already get hired by a school in China, meaning you already went through the recruitment process and was able to sign a contract with them, congratulations! So the first step that you need to do is to secure all the required documents. So what are these documents? Of course, your passport. You need to have a valid passport. And if you had a previous passport, expired passport that you've been using before, then they also require that. Highest qualification like bachelor's or master's, transcript of records, and diploma. Certificates like your teaching license if you're a professional teacher, TESOL or TEFL if you have, birth certificate, and of course your police check. The second step is to bring your transcript of records, diploma, teaching license certificate, and police check to your country's consular office for apostille. So once you already have these documents with the apostille certificates, then you can now bring them to the Chinese embassy for legalization. When you receive your papers, you will see a green stamp or sticker at the back of each of your document like this. Then, send an electronic copy of these documents to your Chinese employer because your employer will use this to apply for your work permit in China. Your employer might also be forwarding you some documents that you need to fill in or sign and submit other documents depending on what the State Bureau in China is requiring. Example is the health commitment statement, wherein you need to make a statement about your health, that you are healthy and fit to work, and that you will go through medical exam once you enter China. Finally is to apply for your Z visa, Z visa, or work visa. But before you go to the Chinese embassy, you need to again prepare more papers. You need to accomplish the visa application form, which can be downloaded from the Chinese embassy website. It is better to fill the form with black capital letters using the PDF or the Adobe Acrobat Reader app before printing it out because handwritten application forms are highly rejected. Provide a recent passport size ID picture with 33mm wide and 48mm tall measurement that is taken within 6 months. Submit your current passport with a year validity, including your old passports if you have. Don't forget to also include your apostillized transcript of records, diploma, police check, and teaching license, and of course your birth certificate. You also need to submit supporting documents from your Chinese employer, such as the notification letter of foreigner's work permit issued by the Administration of Foreign Expert Affairs in China, company registration, permit to hire foreigners, and your employer's passport. These documents must be translated in English and Chinese languages. Depending on the staff who evaluates your papers, either he or she can ask for your medical report or physical examination report. It is optional. If the visa officer is satisfied with all the documents you submitted, you will receive your work visa stamped on your passport after 4 working days. Otherwise, the visa officer may ask you to submit more requirements or call you for interview, and this will delay the days before you get your visa. Make copies of these documents because the embassy may ask you to submit them aside from the original copies. Good luck on your application, and I hope you get your visa granted.